last 3 bosses I fight, and I end the game. So this is the first. Out of nowhere. Amygdala. I think that's how you pronounce it. That reminded me about the ancient dragon jumping in the air and having no idea where it's gonna land. It didn't one-shot me there, which is good. Me using a throwing knife, and I use my gun a lot because of that. You're supposed to attack its head, but every time I tried to attack, I missed. Except one time I hit it in its head, and I was able to stagger it. Just imagine if I was able to hit its head whenever it did that. Yeah, that's the one time I staggered it. And a critical. I think I missed every other time. But the gun I'm using is called the Evelyn, and it's scaled with blood tinge, so it's pretty powerful, which is why I'm able to do a decent amount of damage. Plus, if you look up there in my, I guess, inventory slot, is a bone marrow ash that strengthens your quicksilver bullets. So I do a lot more damage. Look at that. 330. And miss again. I fucking sucked. I made this boss fight so much harder than it is. Miss its head again. Rip its arms off like the last giant. Shooting lasers like Seek the Scaleless. And I'm gonna miss again. I suck. I do. Dodge that somehow. One more gunshot with bone marrow ash, and it's over. Yeah, I made the boss fight harder than it is, but beat it on my first try. This can be the last boss for most players. I was able to do what I needed to do to get the actual last boss, but this is probably the last boss for a lot of players if they don't get the certain items. But Gurmad, the first hunter, the guy that was in a wheelchair with a cane, got up, he used a scythe and kicked my ass about 2 times before I can finally beat him. Yeah, just fucking raped me. I'm using my gun a lot to try to stagger him, but I just couldn't time it. I tried to shoot him before he gets an attack, so I can hit a visceral attack. Right there. Too late though. How did I not die here? And yes, I got him. So I was able to regain some of my health and then regain a lot more because I have a specific rune that allows me to regain health for every visceral attack. And visceral attacks are basically riposte. So parry, riposte, Stagger, visceral attack. Same thing. Got him. He's gonna turn Super Saiyan soon. Yep, here it is. I was able to get some free hits on him too, but I did as much damage as I could. Got him again. Once he's in this phase, he usually dodges bullets if you're just shooting at him randomly. I know that because I wasted about a dozen trying to shoot him the second time I fought him. Oh god. I legit raged right there. I should have hit him with the visceral attack, but I somehow just went through him. I have no idea how or why. And like every other time where I fuck up and miss out on killing the boss, I'm thinking I'm gonna die, and I'm gonna lose the next 5 times I attempt to fight this boss. But I was able to get him here. He didn't die, but throwing knife to the head usually does it. It was a fun fight. If you like one-on-one duels, one-on-one fights, pretty good. I wouldn't say it's as good as Suralon or Fume Knight, but it was fun. And here's the final boss. The last boss of the game. I think he gave me a hug. Yeah, I didn't kill it the first time, but this is my second attempt. The setting is... I don't know. I would say the setting's beautiful. You just never expect a final boss fight to be in an area like this. Yeah, I'm still getting used to its moves, but this is only my second attempt, and I was already doing better. I got it less than 50% health in my first fight, but I screwed up, and plus I didn't have much blood vials left, because it's like back-to-back fights after Grim and the first Hunter. So this way I was able to start the fight with 20 blood vials. And I used them I used 8 of them at this moment. 9. I used them pretty fast, but the boss fight ended up getting easier. Or I just did better. That attack's easy to dodge. It's supposed to be easy to punish, but you saw in the first boss fight, I suck at punishing bosses most of the time. Yeah. And yeah, I guess that attack leaves you with 1 HP. But you can always regain your health by attacking the bosses, so. And I guess this phase gives a lot of people issues, but I have no idea why. I didn't have an issue with the boss after this. And there I go for a random thrust. And I just go attacking him. I don't even know what is he doing. I should have just kept on attacking to regain my health. But I came back and ended it. Pretty easy boss fight. I wouldn't say... Well, it's harder than Gwyn. Harder than the Chandra, I think. Most boss fights at the end of the Souls games are easy. Final cutscene.
Are you cold?
I'll pour some salt all over that slug. I hate slugs. Well, that's Bloodborne. Beat the game, got the best
Good
ending.
hunter.
I'll probably just start some new characters. I don't do the new game pluses this early. But we'll see. It could be my last video, too. I don't know. But, thanks for watching. Praise the sun, guys. Always praise the sun.